Man, you ever have one of those nights where the city's chewing you up and spitting you out, and you think, this is it, just another freeze-your-balls-off winter in the cracked alleys of South Philly? That's me, Jake, 16 and scraping by on day-old hoagies from behind Pat's Steaks, hood up against the sleet, backpack heavier than my regrets got, that faded Polaroid of Mom tucked in the side pocket. The one from before the eviction notice turned our row house into a memory. I'd been dodging Mr. Harlan Voss for months, that slick real estate shark with his polished loafers and fake smiles, the guy whose crew kept accidentally torching squats like mine to clear the way for his shiny condo shell. He was the reason Mom OD'd in a shelter 6 months back, whispering about how we'd fight him in court, but courts don't give a damn about kids like us. So when I flipped open that dumpster lid and heard this hiccup of a cry, like a kitten caught in the rain, I froze. There she was, curled against the bricks, this tiny wisp of a girl, maybe 7, dress torn to rags, curls matted like she'd been dragged through hell, and her eyes. Man, they just stared blank, unblinking, blind as fresh snow. "Hey, kid," I whispered, crouching low, heart thumping like it knew trouble before I did. "You lost or what?" She flinched, little fists balled, voice barely a rasp. "Don't touch me. Mister, I hear the trucks coming again." Trucks? My gut twisted. Vasa's demolition rigs, rumbling through the night like thunder from a bad god. But she was shivering so hard her teeth chattered Morse code. So I shrugged off my threadbare jacket, damp as it was, and draped it over her, then dug out the last clean thing I had, a half-eaten cheesesteak from the soup kitchen, still warmish. "Here, bite into this, it's got whiz, makes everything better." She sniffed, hesitant, then tore in like it was gold, and damn if that didn't crack something in my chest. This stranger kid trusting me with her hunger when I'd learned the hard way folks only give to take. We hunkered there in the shadows till the sleet turned mean, and I couldn't just leave her. Vasa's goons patrolled these blocks like wolves, snatching up nuisances for the pound, and with her eyes gone dark, she'd be easy pickings. "Come on, squirt me, spot's dry, got a tarp roof and everything, fancy as hell." She nodded, tiny hands slipping into mine, cold as ice, and we ghosted through the chain links, past the boarded-up bodega where old Mrs. Ruiz slipped me quarters sometimes, muttering prayers in Spanish about that cabron Voss ruining us all. My lean-to was a joke cardboard palace behind the auto yard, milk crate throne, and a flickering LED from a busted Toys R Us display, but it held the wind at bay, and I wrapped her in my sleeping bag, told her this dumb story about a fox who outsmarted a greedy wolf with nothing but wits and a stolen pie. Her giggles faint but real, cutting through the howl outside like sunlight. That's when she mumbled it, voice dropping low. "My name's Lily. Daddy says the bad man's gonna take our swings away." Daddy? Swings? Pieces clicked slow, then slammed home. Harlan Voss, king of the cul-de-sacs, his mansion just 5 miles up the hill in Rittenhouse, the one with the iron gates and koi ponds, and Lily, his princess, wandered off from that private park he donated to the city but really just fenced off for his elite crowd. Irony hit like a sucker punch. The girl of the guy destroying my world, lost, and leaning on the ghost he wanted gone. But her bruises? Fresh, purple blooms on her arms like fingerprints, not from wandering. No, from something darker, maybe one of Voss's lessons in obedience, the kind whispered about in the shelters. Rich folks breaking spirits, same as poor ones. Rage bubbled quiet, but I swallowed it first. Get her home, prove to myself I wasn't the monster they said. Dawn cracked gray, and we hit the streets, me piggybacking her featherweight through the slush, her arms loose around my neck, breath puffing warm against my ear. "You're strong, Jake, like a horse from my books," she said, and I chuckled, bittersweet, legs burning already as we dodged the L tracks and pothole rivers. But Voss's shadow loomed quick 2 blocks in, his foreman, that meaty prick Rico with the gold tooth and perpetual scowl, rolled up in a pickup, tires spitting gravel, eyes narrowing like he smelled blood. "Hey, runt, that's Voss's kid, hand her over, or I'll drag you both to the cops for snatching." Snatching? The lie dripped easy, his grin all teeth and no mercy. Boot already swinging out like he owned the sidewalk hell. In his world, he did, paid off the badges to clean house. Lily whimpered, clinging tighter. "Jake, he's the yelling man, the one who hurt the swings, and that did it, flipped the switch from survivor to scrapper. I shifted her weight, squared up slow, rain mixing with sweat on my brow. Touch her, Rico, and I'll scream till every news van in the city rolls up. Think Voss wants his dirty laundry flapping on the 6 o'clock, huh? Blind kid bruised by his own muscle? He laughed, ugly bark echoing off the bricks. Stepping close enough, I smelled his cheap cologne and cheaper soul. You? Some alley rat testifying? They'd laugh you out before you blinked. Now gimme the girl, or I'll make sure your next bed's under a bridge with the rats. Tension hung thick, my pulse hammering war drums, fists itching for the swing I'd never thrown right, but Lily's whisper cut through, fierce for her size. Daddy'll believe me. Ricuri fired. I heard him say it last time. Boom, his face crumpled, bluff called, and he snarled, spitting curses in broken Italian as he peeled out, truck fishtailing like his pride. We bolted then, me laughing shaky through the fear, her giggling too, this weird alliance blooming in the muck, me thinking, damn, kid, you're tougher than half the suits downtown. By noon, we crested the hill, gates gleaming mocking under the clouds, and I punched the intercom, voice raw. Found your girl, Voss safe, but you owe her more than walls. The buzz, the swing open, and there he was, Harlan Voss himself, silk tie askew, eyes wild behind the panic rushed out like a man half broken, scooping Lily into arms that shook, her face lighting up blind but sure. Daddy, Jake's my hero, fought the bad truck man. Voss froze, gaze locking on me, dripping wet, hoodie sagging like defeat. Recognition flickered, then shame, deep as the Schuylkill, mumbling thick. You, the Thompson kid? From the lots? Christ, no apology spilled full, just a nod, heavy, and his wife elegant ghost in pearls slipped me an envelope, fat with bills, whispering, stay for lunch, please, we owe you everything. But I backed away, rain washing the moment clean, vanishing into the gray before the questions pinned me down. Heroes don't beg, right? Or do they? Weeks blurred, and words spread like fire on X. That blurry cam clip of me handing her over going viral. Philly Phantom saves heirs from streets suddenly. Voss's crew halted the bulldozers, lawyers calling about reparations. A room in their guest house waiting, clean sheets, and a key that felt like chains or wings, I couldn't tell. Lily calls me big bro now, her laugh echoing in halls that used to echo empty. But here's the gut punch. Voss still eyes me like a loose end, his generosity, a PR spin to bury the bruises, the evictions, the kids like mom left rotting. So tell me, folks, was it justice, me saving his blood to spite his empire, or just another hustle in the game? Drop your take below. Ever stared down a giant and wondered if the fall hurts worse for them? Like if this hit home, share your street stories, and subscribe for more raw truths, no polish, just real. What's your line in the sand?